Hey there, Clashers, welcome back. Willey here, and I've got a war for you guys. This was a war we did as sort of a practice war for the LWCW. The only difference is we subbed one of our regular Town Hall 9s in, or we subbed one of our regular 9s out, rather, for one of our 9.5s. So that was the only difference. Other than that, we ran our regular team, and we ended up on top 59-51 against this Arabic clan. So let's jump into some of these replays here. So we're going to kick some things off here. We've got Hannah coming in with the Govaho Quad Quake. The hog goes down, gets the enemy CC lured. And the only real disadvantage to Quad Quake at this level is either you're going without a poison spell, which is the better option, or you're going to sacrifice one of your elixir spells, which would be one of your heals, to carry 2 more dark spells. So, with Quad Quake, you have to make sure that the wizards are going to be able to take out the air troops. But anyway, the Valks go in. She has one wizard over here taking out that dragon, luckily. Otherwise, the Valks aren't going to get much done. They really didn't get much done anyway, but they weren't quite cleared out by the dragon. Here come the Hog Riders, triggering some skelly traps. Heals down around the splash damage to keep them alive and pushing through. They're going to get these Teslas taken care of, and the last heal spell should come down right around this last wizard tower. And there it is. Now, there's not much left to clean up the base. And there's still a few defenses for the hogs to work through. And by the time they get through these last few defenses, there are going to be even fewer hogs because the skeletons are still kind of chewing through them. So the skeletons are down. It looks like there are about 5 hog riders left and 2 wizards to clean up all of this base. But they're both going to work down each side and get this base taken care of for a nice Town Hall 8 versus Town Hall 8 3-star from Hannah. Now the next replay we're going to take a look at is from Scholar, hitting their number 10 base, and he's coming in with the Gobo Laloon. He sends the golems in and a baby dragon, and the baby dragon clears out the enemy queen, and then it's going to keep on working to make that funnel. And he's got wizards to help make the funnel as well. These ones up here are distracted by the enemy king, but they're going to take him out and get the funnel established. And it works out perfectly. All of the bowlers are going to go into the base except for one. And he's got that jump spell down there, so the king, queen, golem, and bowlers, they'll work into the core, take out the enemy CC, and take out the air defenses. It got a little bit sketchy here because those bowlers found a giant bomb, and they don't really have much health left. But they're able to hang in there and get the air defense taken care of. And for some reason he brought 2 lava hounds in this attack. I think he could have gotten away with just 1 or none and let the balloons do the work. But either way, it works out for him. He's got the haste down there. He's got 3 hastes left and a rage spell. And he's not even going to need all of those spells, honestly, to push through. So we'll speed this up a little bit. Almost everything in the base is taken care of. Those were the last of the defenses. He's got a swag haste, swag rage, and 2 wizards still left in the bag. So a nice job from Scholar clearing out this Town Hall 9 for a good triple. Here we've got Greenport coming in with just a regular Laloon attack. He's able to drop 1 minion to get the CC lured here, and then he's going to use the wizards and heroes over here to take out the enemy CC and take out the enemy queen. So he's going to use the poison here to slow down those wizards and dragon, and then the king's going to move over after the wizards die, take out the enemy queen, and those are 2 huge threats down. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to reach any of the air defenses, but he really didn't put much into the kill squad, so that's a relatively high value kill squad for basically just a poison spell and the heroes and a couple of wizards. But here come all the balloons. He gets his haste spells down, gets those balloons moving in there pretty quickly. And now he's going to have a Tesla farm pop up in the core. He's got 2 of the wizard towers down. A rage should come up inside of the core of the base here. There it is. And he's got a heal spell down to keep these balloons up here healthy as they move in towards that air defense and the wizard tower. So down goes the wizard tower and down goes the air defense. And the last defenses are that cannon and archer tower, and that's not going to be nearly enough to protect this base. So he's still got a queen alive. He has some wizards, goblins, and a lot of lava pups helping him with cleanup on this base. So they're going to work around. And a nice hit from Greenport for another 3 stars. We're going to take a look at a hit from John Mason here. He's coming into this base with a witch slap, starting off in the east corner and the south corner with his witches and healers. And then he's going to open up the wall down here by the cannon and get the first jump in right around here to get this main group of troops headed straight down the middle of this base. So there's the jump spell. The poison placement could have been a little bit better because the balloons actually make it through and they're able to cause some damage to the ground troops. You want to try and get the balloons in poison and keep them in poison as they move in. That way they don't get any shots off, or maybe just one shot, rather than coming in at full health without the poison distraction. In any case, he's got all kinds of troops in the middle of this base. Still got healers and witches on the outside working through just fine. There's the second jump spell, and that's going to get whatever's left in the base through to the other side. And that's exactly what you want to do with these mass witch attacks. If you can make it through from one side to the other with your core troops, you're in pretty good shape. The enemy queen is actually being stubborn here. She's not going down to those skeletons. She's got a bit of backup from the defenses around her. So that's going to be a little bit of trouble. But he's got his queen over here. She's got 2 of the healers on her. So she's being kept at full health with her ability. And there's just one witch backing her up. And it looks like this witch over here just died. So these 2 healers, they're going to try and make their way over to the queen as well. But they're going to end up triggering traps and getting shot down by the air defense. So they're not going to make it over. So there goes that healer. And then they trigger another Sam. And that's not good for the queen either. So she's got to push through the rest of this base with 1 witch. But she still has her ability, which is going to be what saves this raid at the end. It's nice to have this level 29 queen because she can basically carry the rest of the raid on her shoulders. And we'll watch real quick as she cleans up the last of these trash buildings, takes on that cannon, and then it's on to the builder huts for a nice 3-star. We got one more Town Hall 9 attack to watch here, and it's from my own Town Hall 9 account. I'm using Deathstroke with the Witch Slap again. Got the outside, we got the witches on the outside corners working their way, making the funnel. And then I get that opened up with the wall breakers, that way when I drop my jump spell over here, they can reach all the way into the middle of the base with no problem whatsoever. Notice how the poisons hit the balloons early on and keep them in the poison. So the only thing to really deal with is the dragon, and the witches and queen will take care of him with no problem. I've even got the wizard in there to help him out. So they're pushing in, and they're going to be hopping into the middle here shortly. There they go. I get the second jump spell down, and I'm able to reach all the way to the backside with that jump spell. The queen, however, is taking a bit of a detour with a witch, and these witches, they should still be able to go into where the king went. But without a healer, I'm not sure that they're going to make it because that expo is going to fire. So there goes that witch. She's done. However, up here, we've still got a ton of witches working their way around. At this point, it's looking a little sketchy, but I've still got quite a bit of firepower on the field. The queen, she's beating her way through a wall. And then these witches down here, they lost their healers to the queen, so they've got to stay away from any danger. This splash damage is going to go down, and that'll help the witches tremendously. Down goes the Tesla, and then next they're going to take out that archer tower. So the defenses, they're being taken down slowly but surely. The biggest thing here, obviously, is splash damage, wizard tower, bomb tower. You don't want those around your witches because they take out the skeletons quickly and then target the witches and take them out as well. I do still have the ability on the queen. She pushes her way in towards this splash damage. And then that's the end of that. Splash damage is down. So at this point, the only way I could lose the raid is if I ran out of time. But I don't run out of time, and I'm able to pick up the 3-star with the Witch Slap. Just one more raid I want to look at out of this war. And this attack was definitely the highlight of this war. We've got one of our newer Town Hall 10s in the clan, JoeConnie. And she is able to pick up her very first Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 triple in war. So let's take a look at that. Looking at this base, it has a lot of Town Hall 9 level defenses, but it does have the level 3 multi-target Inferno Towers. And those make a huge difference on defense. So this was by no means an easy gimme of a base. It was definitely something that needed to be planned out and executed properly. But anyway, the king goes down. He gets a pretty easy lure just by popping his ability. And then the queen and poison take out the enemy CC troops. Now here come the hounds and loons. She's going to come in from the southeast, and then the southwest, and then the northeast. And then she's going to come up through the middle of the base from the southeast. So there goes that. Here in a second, the free spell is going to come down. It does come down just a little bit early, because the Inferno Tower does come back online and fire for a little bit before it gets taken out. The next freeze, however, is timed pretty much perfectly, and it gets off no more shots before the balloons get there to take it out. Now watch this, all of the balloons have grouped up, and that's especially dangerous with this wizard tower still up and firing. Because you can see they're almost down to mid-health as it is. But they do get a split, and that's huge for this group of balloons. Because if they did not split, the wizard tower, as you can see, would have taken them all out. But here come the last of the balloons. They're going to move on in very slowly. And then one drop from a dead balloon is all it takes to take that wizard tower out. And from here on, it is game over for this base. So very nicely done, JoeConnie. Picking up a Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-star. But anyway, that's going to be all for this video, guys. I've got some videos coming for the LWCW, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. If you like this video and want to see more Clash content from me, be sure to click that sub button. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I will see you all next time.